Scofflaws is a show about the history of crime, criminals, and the investigation thereof. There may be discussion of adult themes and generally icky stuff. Also, neither host is a legal professional, and this show does not contain any legal advice. Remember, crime doesn't pay. Unless you're really good at it.
Hello, and welcome to the Scofflaws, the history of law and disorder. My name is Sean, and joining me again is my lovely co-host, Cody.
I'm Cody. Nice to see y'all again.
Yep, once again joining me, the Bert to my Ernie, no homo.
Lots of homo.
Fair amount of homo.
A palatable amount.
Alright, so last time we were together, we talked about the very, very, very ridiculous thing of Dwarf Fortress.
And I have still yet to download it, so don't hold me to it.
Yep, of course not, because that was 30 seconds ago. Again, we're still in the same room. Body heat is still very gross.
You're welcome.
But this time, Cody gets to be expert on something.
Yeah. So my entire life is based around a consistent stream of just animals. Between wanting to be a zoologist or a zookeeper, also I'm a rodeo photographer, but also a pet photographer. I work at a dog daycare. I worked for the joust at the Ren Fair taking care of the horses. Animals are a fun thing, but something I've always remembered popping up here and there have been animals that have been just committed of crimes.
I think I read about, one instance of that, at the turn of, the 18th century. Of, a pig who was tried for murder.
Yeah, I remember, there's tons of them. I'll get more into it. I'm pretty sure we have one listed here. There's a murderous pig right in here. France, 1494.
All right. Can't wait to get into that. And how do I sum this up for the interstitial music? Let's dig into animal-based crime committed by animals against people.
Works for me.
Take it away, Cody.
All right, so we'll start off with the beautiful murderous pig. In France, during the 1490s...
I was only off by about 4 centuries.
I know, that was a close one. Strangled and defaced a child in its cradle. Witnesses confirmed it. Can you guess how it was killed?
Hold on. Strangled and defaced.
Yep.
I can guess that the pig probably ate the kid, and that would probably be the defacement of it. But how does a pig... Pigs don't have thumbs! How does it strangle anything?
Have you ever been sat on by a pig?
I've been sat on by other things.
Curse those ostriches.
I have small animals that do like to sit on me.
That's true, but imagine that, but significantly heavier.
Yeah, by 40 pounds of bacon. Okay.
But can you guess how it was killed? Or what it was sentenced to?
How the pig was killed?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Let your imagination flow freely.
I'm more concerned about the fact that Gilda wandered down here. How the pig was killed.
Yep.
I would guess by the time frame that this occurred,
yep.
Hanging until dead.
You got it. You nailed it.
Hang by the neck until dead.
Could you imagine that with a massive pig, though?
Oh, God. What was that rope made out of? Adamantium?
Yeah, I wish. Now I'm thinking about a super pig that starts off with this as its origin story.
I gotta imagine there's some kid who was there that was haunted for the rest of his days by the death screams of a pig.
Hey, but I bet the reception was delicious.
You've seen a pig's neck. They have less of a neck and more just like an intermediary jowl.
Yeah, I can't even
Where
imagine.
do you find the neck to hang?
Yep, it's a wild time.
How long does it take to hang? Do you eat it afterwards?
Oh, absolutely. Why let it go to waste? It's 1494. You're gonna die if you don't eat it.
Yeah, I guess so.
So another fun one. Fun is very yeah. So,
for our purposes, fun.
So a cat was detained for breaking people out of prison. In Brazil in 2013, so not that long ago, a cat was caught with several items taped to its fur, including several saws and drills.
Because the cat taped them there itself.
Yep, nope, the cat definitely did it. The cat was raised by inmates and came and went often and was surrendered to a local shelter for medical treatment. So I don't know if it was ever tried. It doesn't seem like it was tried for anything, but it was definitely a very awesome jailbreaking kitty.
Jailbreak kitty!
Speaking of just like small animals that are tons of fun, there was a squirrel that was arrested for stalking a German woman. Yeah.
Hold on. A dog. Did I hear that right?
Squirrel.
A squirrel.
A squirrel. Yep.
For stalking someone.
In Germany in 2015, a squirrel was aggressively following a woman. The police arrested the squirrel and brought it back to the station. Squirrel was literally just suffering from exhaustion. It was just tired and it needed a friend, and it was betrayed.
Oh.
Yeah, right in the feels.
Oh, man. The tiniest handcuffs.
I know, that's all I could think about. It's like, yeah, I'm sure they use zip ties, but like, where are the handcuffs for this?
The tiniest metal forger.
Yeah, I mean, that might be why in the Dwarven video game they needed all those ear links. They just needed to make squirrel handcuffs.
Yeah, I guess so. Out of 10. The hardest of metal.
The most structurally sound. In 2015 in India, a pigeon was arrested on suspicion of espionage. Yep, the pigeon was stamped with a phone number and a message that appeared in the language Urdu, Urdu, and assumed to be a Pakistani spy. They x-rayed it. There was no evidence of espionage or anything. It stayed in custody, and it was just made fun of by the public after that.
After 20 hours of intense interrogation, the pigeon refused to crack.
Yep. Nope. It just kept cooing its secret language, and no one could understand it. Speaking pigeon.
Ooh. Best I'll give you. That's all I got.
It's like, I just gotta keep my. Yeah, that's best I got too. So back in 2008, once again in Germany, just things keep happening in Germany.
Germans are very tough on animal crime.
They really are. There was an octopus causing mayhem in 2008 in Germany, which, by the way, Octopus Causing Mayhem is probably my next album. It's gonna drop.
That's a very good album title.
It would just randomly rearrange its tank. It banged rocks against the glass. It terrorized the hermit crabs. It caused a blackout in the aquarium for 3 nights in a row. And it shot water at the fuse box, causing a circuit to short. Yeah.
Yep. Octopi are very devious.
They're super smart. They can fit anywhere that their beak fits into. They're my spirit animal.
Did you see that story about the octopus that learned the guards
Yep.
Put
their route? It might be this very octopus too.
And then would get out of its container, go across the hall and into another container and eat the fish in there.
Yep, it honestly could be this exact one, and if not, I would not be shocked if it was another one.
Yeah, no, if you've ever seen Finding Dory, they ain't joking with that octopus. That's how smart they are.
Yeah, like everyone online's like, how did they not see it? And I'm like, it's an octopus. If they decide to camouflage, you're not going to notice because you're not expecting to turn a corner and see a camouflaged octopus.
Yeah, no one suspects the octopus.
No one expects the German octopus.
Oh, no.
I know. New Sci-Fi Channel original movie, German Octopus, coming in 2019.
New video game, German Octodad. it's just Octodad, but he's in lederhosen the whole way through. And it plays polka music.
I would be so down for that. So another fun one, this time not in Germany. It was in Switzerland in 1474. A rooster laid an egg.
A
rooster.
A rooster laid an egg, and that was a crime.
Yep. Rooster committed the crime of committed the unnatural crime of laying an egg.
Okay, so it's not that it committed a human crime, it's that they tried it on a crime against nature.
Yeah, it was an abomination.
Oh my god, yep. Wow.
Can you guess how it was killed?
Beheading?
Nope. It was burned.
Burned? You can't even eat it then.
Although
if they're trying for a crime against nature, I don't think they'd want to.
Yeah, they probably thought it was some kind of cursed rooster.
Thought it was an evil spirit they needed to burn out of it.
I bet it smelled, well, probably not. Unless they pluck the feathers first, then it might have smelled good, but if they burn those feathers, man,
burning feathers smell like burning hair.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad stuff.
Don't ask me how I know that.
And then the last one is rats destroyed a barley crop. France, 1510. A judge called a colony of rats to court after they destroyed a barley field. Their lawyer pled that they could not show up because the dogs and cats of the village would kill them. A confused judge postponed the trial indefinitely. So it's like, yeah, so we want to bring these rats to trial, but they're out there.
Hold on.
Yep.
I need you to back that script up like 10 seconds.
Nope.
Because you just tried to fly under the radar the idea of a rat lawyer.
Yeah.
And expected that to go unnoticed.
Yeah, no, it happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
I mean, Charlie from It's Always Sunny's a bird lawyer.
Well, yeah, but Charlie also eats food off a radiator.
And this rat lawyer probably did too if they had radiators.
Oh, God. Now I'm just... When was this again?
Yeah, this was 1510 in France.
1510. Oh, God. 14th century Charlie Kelly. My God.
Yep. And the lawyer defended them.
14th century Frank Reynolds.
Yeah, no kidding. But, like, seriously, think about it, though. It's just like, they're like, okay, we're seriously going to try this entire swarm of rats. And the lawyer's like, I guess I'll represent them. Like, what do you get paid in? Is it like a public service by the government?
Like, how do you bring a swarm of something to trial? Is it like D&D? Does their challenge rating go up by one for being a swarm?
I like the idea that they would just kind of like flip a coin per rat. It's like, okay, we got 20 rats here. It's just like death penalty, you get to live, death penalty, prison, death penalty. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But they couldn't bring them in because the dogs and cats would attack them.
And the judge was like, okay, I've sobered up. Let's just forget this happened.
And then that rat lawyer left out of the court, and he went home, and he just opened this giant cage of all these rats that were supposed to go to court, and he's like, you're free. It's been postponed.
Then they ate his children.
Oh, I could only dream.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, that's probably the wildest thing, though. Just an entire swarm being tried.
Where are the Law and Order episodes that pull from these headlines?
I wish.
Where's our Law and Order Animal Crimes Unit?
No, because then they would end up going into, like, whatever the Animal Planet does with, like, animal cops and stuff. We need it, like... I got no name for it. There has to be something like...
Okay, real quick, because we still got a bit of episode to burn here.
Yeah.
Let's create our 5-person cast of Law and Order Animal Crimes Units.
All right.
Who's the lead detective?
Can we do Alive and Dead or just Alive?
Doesn't matter. Live
thank goodness. Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen as the main detective?
Yep, you got it.
Okay, who's the grizzled police chief that gets in the way with procedure?
Let's see. I feel like that's a toughie.
Can't say Andre Brower because he's already played that role like 3 times.
It's all good. I have no idea who that is.
The chief from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. He is great. I don't know. I keep wanting to say Charlie Day just because I want to see him flip the script on that role and try to be tough, but he's absolutely not a tough boy at all.
No, Charlie Day is not a tough guy. Well, he doesn't play tough guys. I don't know how. For all I know, he might like do bare knuckle boxing in the back of like bars when we don't know.
I know that in Pacific Rim he was kind of a tough guy, so that worked out for him.
Wasn't he the nerdy scientist?
Yeah, but he was tough as butts.
Who caused all the shit?
Yeah, but he was tough as butts.
Okay, for the medical examiner, I would say.
Justin McElroy.
Not Justin McElroy. He might be like, I don't know. The McElroy brothers would probably be like one of the victims of the week.
I know, but I would want all 3 of them at the same time.
I'm trying.
They could be the swarm of rats.
I'm trying to remember the guy's name. He's the one who plays John Ralphio on Parks and Rec. He
would be perfect.
Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
That guy. He would be the ME. Who would be Who would be the no-nonsense female detective?
Oh, shoot. What's her name? I'm really bad with actors, so this game's rough on me.
Yeah, I am too. I don't know why I suggested it.
I know. Like, can we cut it? Can we cut me?
Probably because we need to fill 7 minutes.
Well, that's 7 minutes. You'll never get back. Go donate $1 at Patreon to make sure that never happens again.
All right. Female actors or actresses, whichever you prefer.
Actors, it's all good.
Yeah. God, who would be a good one? You know what? I'm gonna, because I don't see her enough in other things anymore since Firefly ended.
Oh, yeah.
The second in command on Firefly.
Yeah, no, that'd be a good choice.
Yeah. And who's our token black detective who isn't being played by Ice-T this time?
I would really prefer, because I'm kind of going more towards, like...
Okay, no, shut up. Shut up. Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, always. Well, no.
In the most contrasting role, Snoop Dogg as the tough, from the bad side of town, black detective.
Yeah, but then I want the like, whatever, like the police chief, like the tough guy one, to be Willie Nelson.
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
to just really drive it home.
Yes. This is probably the most ridiculous episode we have done ever.
Welcome to my world. This is what I do.
All right. Holy crap. All right, so that's about what we can squeeze out of Animal Law here. You have it. I know when we were going back and forth on like what to do for like your second episode, you mentioned like bucket list, like what laws you want to break before you die.
Yep. Wikipedia is giving me nothing. I'm trying. All right. So one that I think both of us could have a lot of fun doing is in Alaska, it is illegal to be drunk in a bar. Yeah, per state laws, a person who is already drunk may not knowingly enter a bar to drink more or remain in the bar that got them drunk in the first place. Yep.
That's a good one. That reminds me of my favorite scene from the Simpsons movie. I think you know the one I'm talking about. Okay, so it's after... Okay, so spoiler warnings for the Simpsons movie.
It's been out like 10 years.
Yeah, if you still haven't watched it and you want to watch it, then why haven't you yet? It's the only worthwhile thing the Simpsons has done in like the past 15 years.
I'd argue against that. There was a beautiful Studio Ghibli like homage in one of the episodes. It was gorgeous.
All right. But there's this one scene after they moved to Alaska where Homer's in the bar and I think he's playing like Grand Theft Walrus because Alaska, and he's Homer drunk. So he walks out of the bar, reaches his arm out and grabs onto the back of like a passing truck and just like sketches his way home just on the ice and snow. And when he gets close to him, he just lets go and he just sort of slides
right
in the front
in.
door.
I remember now.
That would be a fun one. Getting illegally drunk in Alaska. But what else is there to do in Alaska?
Yeah. I mean,
Pan for gold, drill for oil, and get drunk.
And see a bald eagle.
Yep. Until the panning for gold and the drilling for oil gets rid of that.
Yep, it's coming.
Yeah.
But another fun thing with Arkansas, or as I like to call it, Arkansas. It is strictly prohibited to pronounce Arkansas incorrectly.
I think that was one of the dumb laws we had like a few episodes back, actually.
Uh-oh. That's beautiful, though. I absolutely love it, because it's like, everything is just built around, because it's like, we have Kansas, why is it not Arkansas?
Okay, so real quick challenge mode, and then we'll move on to closing out. I'm going to count to 3, and on 3 I want you to say Arkansas the most incorrect way you can think of.
Alright.
1, 2, 3.
Arkansas.
You sound like a Google bot trying to pronounce someone's misspelling of arachnid.
I was going more for the Google Maps telling you directions but can't pronounce the street right. Yeah.
Right on. All right, I think that wraps this up. If you have anything that you want to add to this discussion, you can email us at scofflawspodcast@gmail.com. Join us on Facebook at Scofflaws, The History of Law and Disorder, either on the main page or our community page. You can follow us on Twitter at ScofflawsCast, and you can be that first lucky donor to Patreon, which I'm recording this episode well in advance. I don't know, you might have missed that opportunity already, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, no, if you like, review, and rate us on iTunes or wherever you listen to the podcast on, and we will go into our dumb law, which Cody has selected to be a law from Florida.
Absolutely.
And first one on the list here, Florida accidentally banned all computers and smartphones in internet cafes.
I mean, it seems proper.
No internet in your internet cafe.
Yeah, it's like we can have internet cafes, but you have to connect to it spiritually.
So the deal about this law portion is when Florida lawmakers recently voted to ban all internet cafes, they worded the bill so poorly that they effectively outlawed every computer in the state, according to a recent lawsuit.
Good. I love it.
Which is kind of like another dumb law I remember reading a few years back, where Greece was trying to outlaw like gambling games, like slot machines and the like. But they phrased their law so poorly, they banned all electronic games of any manner.
Oh.
So no World of Warcraft.
No Pokemon.
No Pokemon in Greece.
Oh, no.
All right. That brings us to the end here. This has been Scofflaws, History of Law and Disorder. Thank you all for listening. I've been Sean, and this has been Cody. Say bye, Cody.
Bye, Cody.
In the criminal justice system, animal-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In Germany, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious animals are members of an elite squad known as the Animal Crimes Unit. These are their stories.